Camera speed.
Hey, what's good, guys? It's your boy G Marcus TV back with a brand new video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, we are doing episode review of episode number 5 of my favorite show at the moment, Rap. The show comes on every Thursday at 9 p.m. and this can be seen on HBO Max. This is another good ass episode. You know how we do it on this channel. I give you guys a recap of how the episode went down and I give my take on how I felt about the episodes. Let's get straight to it. Shauna had a friend that worked on Spotify that she was trying to get her to help her get into Spotify, like get her song played, like get her on the playlist. And the friend was basically just like, okay, well, I need more than 2 songs. Like you have to actually make a whole bunch of songs so I can get them to play it. Like, and then after they got off the phone, she just basically on her. So the same friend, she had a meeting at the office. She was listening to a song and one of the bosses was like, yo, the song is whack. So one of the people that was in the room pitched another song, and that song was from Shauna and Mia. So they liked the song. The room was really feeling the song. So that hating friend was just like, oh, that's my girls, I know them. Like she recognized them right away. She told the boss, one of the executives, that okay, well, I was gonna bring them to you anyway. Shauna and Mia, they're on the plane and it looks like they're on first class because they have alcohol and like they having a good time playing on the cameras, you know, taking videos, they rapping, they having a real good time on the plane because of course in the last episode they decided to go to New York. So Shauna's going there to see her long distance boyfriend and Mia's going there to see one of the people that she met on OnlyFans. This first time they're meeting in person. Shauna goes to see her boyfriend. Of course it's a surprise. He doesn't know that she's coming to see him. So she knocks on the door. There you go. Boom. She's there. So he's happy to see her. End up making out, and you know what they did. They got a little freak on, but it was no sex scene. I was just like, damn. So they're just chilling, they're talking, and he's just like, well, he has to take some tests. Of course, he's a college student, so he has a whole bunch of shit gotta get done. And it's a last minute big surprise thing that just happened. So she ends up taking care of my boy, gives him some. I was like, damn, like, you didn't really see much, but they made the scene so freaking believable. So Mia, on the other hand, she is living the good life. It looks like she's in some type of penthouse, fancy hotel. She's drinking champagne, she's eating fruits. She's having the freaking time of her life. She even got a whole massage. Like, she was having a real good time. Shauna and her boyfriend, they went to some restaurant called Miss Lily's, and I recognized the spot right away. From the time I seen it, I knew it was Miss Lily. So they went there, they having a nice little date, and he's talking to her like, okay, you know, he would like for her to be there permanently, and of course she cannot do that at the moment. So she ends up taking care of the bill. So he's just looking at her like, why? Like, no, like, I'll take care of it. She's like, no, I came to surprise you. I'm gonna take care of this. So he's like, he's making sure that he gets the next bill the next time they go out. So Mia, she meets up with a guy she met on OnlyFans. So they're not showing his face for some reason. I don't understand. They're not showing his face. I feel like he's gonna be like a crazy character. I feel like this guy's gonna be like an actor. We just look at him like, oh, he's in this? They're not showing his face. So they're in like an Uber cab type of thing, and he's asking her to touch herself. So she starts touching herself. And it seems like it's more like a sugar daddy thing. Like he's a guy that likes to watch. So he goes to touch her legs and she moves his hands. It kind of seemed like they like on a different type of path. Like she's more on a like, okay, you can look but you can't touch. And he's more like, okay, I flew you out here. Like I'm doing this, I'm doing that for you. Mind you, early on they went out to a nice fancy restaurant to eat and he paid for it. So when he went to the bathroom, she was talking mad about make sure he pays for the dinner, make sure he treats you good. Even though you don't see his face, you can tell that the dude is tight. So they get to the hotel, he wants to come up, but she turns him down. She turns him down nice too. She's like, well, the alcohol's hidden, so she's not really sure. Yeah, so she basically shuts the guy down. You hear my boy Brent Fires. He has this song. It's my favorite Brent Fires song. It's probably one of the best songs I heard for the year. It's called The World. Love that song. You start hearing that song, next thing you know, you see your girl Shauna. Oh, you see her bare. You just see her riding the boyfriend. She's riding him. She's basically taking control of him or whatever. So then she decides to record it. So he's just looking at her like, yo, why are you recording? Like, he's just confused and just shocked. Like, what's going on? And she's like, I want to make something for you. I want to do something for you. And he just keep looking at the damn camera over and over again. And she looked at the camera. It was a real good scene. So Mia's in the bathtub the next day, and she's having a good time just talking on her phone, like with the camera and everything, having champagne. Next thing you know, there's a knock on the door. Somebody comes inside the hotel, but as soon as that happens, an ad pops up. I'm like, oh shit. So then when it comes back, you just see her outside the hotel, and she's in the train station with all of her shit. So you're just like, what the hell just happened? You're like, huh? She ended up joining Shauna, her boyfriend, and another friend at a brunch. A nice little Mexican spot in Brooklyn. So she's there, and you could just tell she's just off. They're all talking, they're all having a good time. She comes there, and you know something is not right. The boyfriend and the friend, they're talking about business, and of course, they don't really know what's going on. They don't understand what they're talking about. And Mia, she goes to drink some champagne, so then the boyfriend just says, oh no, they kick you out for sharing the champagne. Like, you have to get it separate. Which I'm like, damn. That's never happened to me. Comment down below if that's happened to you. That's never happened to me before. Maybe I was doing it on the low or something. I don't know. That's never happened to me before. So while the brunch is going on, they get invited by that same fake Spotify friend that's listening to the music early on. So they get invited to a Spotify party. So you know they are hype as hell. The boyfriend, Mia, and Sean, they end up going to the party. And it's a nice little industry party. The fake Spotify friend is there, and it's just like, oh my god, you know, like inviting you, like just acting like she was really with them when we know she's not really with them like that. So she gave the two girls wristband, and she did not give the boyfriend a wristband. Right away, I knew that was gonna be a problem. I just knew it. So they're in the party, and Shauna gives the boyfriend the phone and was like, hey, make sure you get the scenery, get everything. And so the boyfriend gets mad and jumpy. He goes like, I heard you. He was being a that whole time, and she did not get crazy with him. So eventually they get invited to a certain area in the party where you have to have a wristband. So of course the girls had the wristband, he didn't. It was a good setup because you knew what was coming after that. So she asked him back for her phone, and then had an attitude, and I'm just like, damn, like, it's her phone. Like, why would you want to keep my damn phone? I don't really like to get my phone like that in the first place. So she's a better person than me. But takes the phone back. He has a real nasty attitude. So they go. They have a good time in the private area. So her being concerned, a concerned girlfriend, she goes to check up on him. And this is over here just being a... He's drinking. So she's like, what are you drinking? He says, alcohol. I was like, huh? So now she runs into Brent Faiyaz. And I was like, wow, that's actually funny because they was just bumping this song while they was... She and Brent Faiyaz is talking, and she does not introduce the boyfriend. But she's trying to act like she doesn't know him, and eventually she says, well, yeah, she f***s with his music. It kind of seems like he's flirting with her a little bit. And of course, the boyfriend is over there tight. Me, I don't know. If it was me, I wouldn't be tight because, like, yo, it's an industry party. Like, come on. Like, it's an industry party. You're a brand new artist. You got to make as much connections as possible. But it's a certain way you do things. So comment down below, all the guys out there, all the females out there, vice versa. Like, how would you react in that situation? They end up taking pictures together, using the boyfriend to take the picture. So they take the pictures, and the pictures is very close, like booed up type of pictures. So then that's when she realized, oh, I didn't tell him that that's my boyfriend. So now she introduces the boyfriend, and it's just like, at this point, it's too freaking late. So Mr. Faiyaz, he basically, you know, he says, okay, cool. So he just breaks off after that. And then when she turns around, the boyfriend, this bitch nigga is gone. I'm like, are you serious? Really? Gone? Ah, man, I hate motherfuckers like that. Like, ugh. Insecure people, insecure boyfriends, girlfriends, I hate that shit. Cut to the next scene now. Mia gets into an altercation with somebody at the party where the person bumped into her, and she ends up slapping the girl in the face. I was like, that's some ghetto ass shit right there. Like, are you serious? Slaps the girl in the face, the girl falls down. It's a big, big scene. Everybody got their phone out. Everybody's taking pictures, taking videos. It's a whole commotion. So Shauna pulls her off, pulls her to the side. Was like, yo, what the hell are you doing? She basically just looked at her, was like, yo, you're supposed to have my back. Like, I came out to New York for you. No questions asked. You're supposed to have my back. What the hell is wrong with you? And then she even goes, do you even know why I came back to you? Why I got kicked out? Do you even understand what the hell is going on? Did you ask me anything? And, like, I didn't really like that right there. How you fuck up, and then you're being confronted by it. And then when you get confronted by it, all of a sudden, you're the victim. Comment down below if you agree or disagree. In that situation, she should have just told her, yo, this is what happened. I got kicked out, whatever the situation was. So now, this jackass boyfriend, I gotta call him a jackass, but this is at home drunk on live. Shauna comes in and was like, yo, what happened? Like, you left me. Like, why did you leave for? And this it just goes hard. He was just like, oh, remember, I'm the cameraman. Remember? You over here, Brent Fires. He's talking about how she different. I'm just like, wow. So meanwhile, the roommate came out and was just like, yo, get off live or I'm gonna call your mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those type of things. Like, oh, I'm gonna tell your mom. Like, that type of shit. So he's still acting a damn fool. The actor for this, he did a really, really good job. Because I look at him as a damn dweeb. Like, he did a really, really, really good job. I didn't like him from jump. Like, maybe I'm a hater because he has Shauna. I don't know. Maybe I was hating, but I don't know. But she didn't even, like, really respond. Didn't even attack him, which is really crazy. Like, she didn't even go off. She just kept telling him to get off alive. But he was being a real idiot for no reason. Then she just says, well, that's how it is. It's just like, well, we don't need to be together. So this jackass just says, that's what I've been trying to say this whole time. So she gets her and she leaves. It ends off, they're at the airport, they're about to go back to Miami, of course, so... And Mia just has an attitude, of course she has an attitude. So she tries to talk to her, she gets her a Cinnabon, because earlier on, Mia was talking about how she wanted the Cinnabon, so she tries to bribe her with a Cinnabon. But Mia's just like, okay. So they just go back to being silent, then after that, Shauna just starts crying, saying, oh, I just keep fucking up. I can't even lie, that dude was terrible. Like, I was like, they should have did a couple of more takes, because I did not believe the crying, I did not believe everything, or maybe that's how the scene was supposed to be. It ends off, she gives her a hug while taking the Cinnabon, which was a funny ass ending, and that's how the episode ended. So I would say it was definitely a good episode. You guys know me, love the sex scene. I forgot to mention that Malibu Mitch was in this, so seeing her and seeing Brent Fires, that was cool as hell. And the way they showed off my hometown, New York, loved it. It was really dope. It was good seeing my city on TV like that, especially in a show that I love. Really great storyline. I give this episode a solid 9. They doing the damn thing. The writing is really, really good. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you thought about tonight's episode. Thank you guys for watching me. Thank you guys for supporting me. Love you guys. It's your boy G Marcus TV signing off.
Got it. That's a wrap.